Hello, English language learners. I hope some of you will be able to join me because it's my mistake today. I forgot to schedule this live session because I was teaching today in my Zoom session. So I thought I scheduled the session today, but now when I just came here to open the session and it was not there, and I was like, okay, oh my gosh, I forgot. But now I can see that there are two students are there ready to learn. I hope you will join me right now. Otherwise, you can replay this video. Okay, good. There are four. Good to see you guys. I am so sorry once again. I owe you an apology that I forgot to set the session. So when I came here and I finished the session around 10:45, and then I thought, okay, my next session is going to start at 11:30. I'm talking about American time, East Coast. And then I realized when I opened this, it was not there. I'm sorry. Hi, Amarjeet. I forgot to schedule this session, Amarjeet. Govind Raj, good evening. Good evening, Govind Raj. So, without wasting any time, I think many other English language learners will join us shortly, so we can start our lesson today. Okay, yes, there are six. Okay, wow. Answer is here. Hi. Yes, good to see you guys. 9. Okay, good. Not bad. Without any, I will say, pre-scheduled. It was not scheduled accidentally. Again, sorry. Ashwini Kumar, good evening. Yes, you're ready. Excellent. Excellent. So it's as if you remember, yesterday we learned about questions that starts with am, is, and are, right? Because if you know am, is, are be verb, right? I am, you are, he is, she is. And then we can start the questions with our be verb also, right? Are you? Am I? Is she? Is he? Is it? Are they? Right? Like that. So we learned that yesterday. And I hope you remember that and you will start using it in your everyday speech and in your writing also. So if you remember, the two domains are our output domain. That means we express ourselves through reading, not sorry, 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 sorry. So we express ourselves through writing and through our speech. Okay. Let's see. Adesh Baduria, I have to leave the session to compensate my time for scheduled timetable. Okay, that's fine, Adesh. I hope you learned something new. But our today's session was very different, and the students they learned a lot in my Zoom speaking session. I will say every time we learn something different, and it's always surprise for my students in Zoom session because I never tell you what are you going to learn in the session, right? It's always surprise waiting for you. Talk, yes, Amarjeet, yes, and I hope you will come out of your comfort zone and you will try more next time. Tomorrow, I want to see you contributing more in speak, right? Like you will be speaking more. So I hope you will do that tomorrow, Amarjeet. Answer, you were waiting for me. That means you didn't receive the email. If you did not, I am sorry. I need to write down your email then, because I looked at all my emails and I try to add all email contacts if I received your email, but somehow if accidentally I miss you, then I will add you in my next day's tomorrow session. If you don't mind to write down your email, then I will note down here just to, in case I missed you answer, but I didn't do it purposely. Can you create WhatsApp group for speaking practice? No, Govind Raj, not WhatsApp group. But Zoom is always, you are always welcome to join my Zoom session where, I send the invitation to 40, 50 people. You are always welcome to be in that session. And even just be a part of the session and listening. And even if you are not comfortable to speak, but not comfortable to contribute in the beginning, it's okay, because we practice a lot and we learn a lot. Okay. Adesh Baduria, the session will be tomorrow, and you will be, if you were in my session today, then you will be receiving the email again tomorrow. Again, keep in mind, not today's invitation is gone. It's not useful anymore because I already deleted that session. But tomorrow I will create another session and I will resend you the invitation for tomorrow's session. Okay. So don't use today's email. You can even delete that email if you will get confused. Okay. With Anita Shah. Hi, Anita. Good evening. N.K. Sahu. I am student and I'm studying in 11th class. Excellent. Yeah, students, all students are welcome. Doesn't matter your background. Everyone is here and we are learning English, and there is no any specific English for any grade level. English is English. That's the way we teach. You can be in any grade level, but you will be learning a lot of information and you will be gaining a lot of knowledge, which is going to help you in every area of your life, your academic, your class, your personal life, your social life, everywhere. It's going to help you. Hey, good evening, Mukesh Kumar. Prakash. Hello. How it's going? It's going good. We are fine, and I'm busy since morning because had a session for about 2 hours, and now I'm here. I appreciate your work. You are really grateful. Thank you so much. No WhatsApp group, someone will misuse. Excellent. Yeah, I know, Adesh. That's true, and that's the reason I am more comfortable on Zoom, because where I see all students and we interact, and that's a great platform. I personally like it. I'm doing good research today. Ashwini Kumar, you didn't get the email. So did you send me your email, Ashwini Kumar? If you send me the email and your email address is in my email box, then you should be there. And if I accidentally miss you, then I will send you the invitation next week or tomorrow is fine, but we started one lesson today, and we will continue to work on that lesson tomorrow. So I don't know if it's fine. If you want to be a part of it, it's okay. But Ashwini, if you already send me the email, I will say, please resend me, because I don't know how I miss your name in it. Aditya Sinha. Aditya, you know what? I received your email and I looked at it, and then I went back to see my sent, email list, and your name was there, Aditya. So I don't know how you didn't receive my email, but I sent you the email. So if you don't mind to resend me the email, but send me the email, because your email, what I had in my account, I don't know why it didn't work. I sent you the invitation, Aditya, and I have that proof. Maybe something went wrong. So please resend me your email on my English at my command email, okay? Yes. and I will add, maybe there is some kind of an error in your email and you didn't receive it, but I sent it. Just check the junk box. Yeah, yeah, you are right. Check your junk box. Invitation email was there, and I was wondering why I did. Oh, yeah. Okay. Thank you, Research Today. Yes, guys, you need to check your junk email. Maybe sometime you get the email in junk, because maybe if I'm not in your contact list, then your system might think it's a scam. Yes. Ken too. Hello. It's going good. Uh, yes, you all are welcome to join my session. Govind Raj, yes. Um, so I can use say no research today. No, you're not going to use the same Zoom ID for tomorrow's session. I just said that. एवरी टाइम हर टाइम आपको एक नया इनविटेशन आएगा सेशन के लिए, अगर आप मेरा सेशन ज्वाइन करना चाहते हैं तो. नो, यू आर नॉट गोइंग टू यूज द ओल्ड इनविटेशन. Ma'am, you can make a Telegram channel instead of you send email individually. What is that? You guys are expert in technology, but I am expert in technology, but in my way. I'm more expert in educational technology. But I don't know how to set up this Telegram channel, and if it's safe or something like that, or it's a paid or free, I have no clue. So you guys can help me. Adesh Baduria, you can help me with this. And I want to make sure that security wise, it's everything is safe. I don't know. Okay. Hello, Pradeep. Good. Vijay Kumar, Meena. Yes. Vijay Kumar, Meena. You send me an email. I think you are somewhere in my email. So you also need to check your junk email. Ashwini Kumar, check your, yes, check your emails, because Ashwini Kumar, I'm going to write on your names, the one you are saying that you send me, Vijay Kumar Meena. So if I have your email, and I just go back and go through my emails inbox, and I try not to miss anyone. But if it happened, it's just an accident. I didn't do it purposely. What is the topic for today? We're going to talk about the questions part 2. Hi, I'm good. Yes, check your spam folder. Yes, good. Yes, thank you, Mr. Danda. Hi, Vipin. Yes, we will start. How have you been? How have you been? This will be fine. Free. Yes. Receiving invitation email. Yes. New ID. Yes. I don't know Ditya Sinha, but I just sent the email this morning. I sent like 2 hours before the session. Hi, Nilesh. Okay, so let's talk about, as you remember that yesterday we talked about am, is, and are questions, and today we are going to talk about 5 W's questions. And let's talk about 5 W's, because when we talk about 5 W's, then we talk about, so I'm going to show you this card so you can see this too. I am planning to start my sessions, live sessions on Zoom also, where I can share slides with you. That will be more easy for me instead of writing here. But right now I was just, okay, let me write down here so I can share with you. So if you see kinds of questions, each question word asks for a different kind of information. So what is the key word here in this sentence is that each question word. So if you look at the word, for example, this is a word, right? Or this is a word. So these words, who or what, or then here I have when or where or why, they ask, this is the keyword, what they ask for what? Different different information. This is very important to remember, that each question has a purpose. These each questions will be asking you different information. So remember, W, who, what, and when, where, and why. I know many of you already know this. Again, if you know it, this is a good revision. And if you don't know, then you will be learning something new. Okay, so here, so when you talk about who, you can talk about a person, right? Or you can talk about any animal, right? Or there are so many others. I mean, that's mostly is a noun, like about who we are talking about. Then what? What is mostly a thing, and we're going to use the examples. And then is a time, right? When is always time. And then where is always place. And then why is always a reason. Why is the reason. Okay, why something happened and what happened is always we use in a cause and effect. Okay, something happened, why something happened and what happened. So cause and effect, what is the effect and why is the cause also. Okay, so keep in mind. Now here I have here example for you. Now when we talk about who, right, and we are talk about a person. Now I have a question example sentence. Who sees the car? गाड़ी को किसने देखा? My friend. What color is the car? What color? Red. When can you drive? When is always related to time. Tomorrow, today, it could be yesterday, 1 year ago, last week, right? If you're talking about in future, like you can say in 10 years or 20 years or next month, next year, like that, right? And then where is always a place. Always we talk about a place when we ask where questions, and are we going to talk, we will be using a news, and we're going to talk about it for to understand it in a better way. So it's on the street, a place. Street is a place. Now why is he in the car? Because he wants to ride. Why is always the reason. This is just a simple example, but we're going to use these 5 W's. We call it 5 W's, and sometimes we use it our hands also for 5 W's, and middle we use for like a H, how. So we're not going to talk about how today, but we're just going to talk about 5 W's. Okay. Okay, can you tell me about having, when we will, okay, we're going to talk, Pradeep Yadav. I like to focus on what we are teaching today, and when I'm going to talk about ing verbs, then we're going to talk about having, or, all that kind of stuff will be in parts. That's the, I like the way to teach information in parts. So whatever you learn, you remember it and you use it instead of just distracting on other places. I know what you need, but here we just need to focus on the topic. Stick with the topic. Okay. Who will be the next president of America? So you are using who? Yes, the person, right? Yes, who? But I don't know who will be the next president of America. WH, yeah, family. You can say it family, or you can say 5 W's and H. That's the way we teach 5 W's and H. Okay. So, for example, even today in our Zoom session, we had a very interesting topic we were talking about, and then students were sharing some any recent incident happened in their life, or something happened in their city, or something happened in the state or country, or anything they were sharing. And recently, for example, there were some workers, and they were going home, and they had an accident, right? Even think about that incident, the news you just had 1 or 2 days ago in India. So you can use even 5 W's over there also. That's what we were practicing. Who? The workers, right? So where? The place where it happened. So you can talk about on the railway track, and you can talk about the place, right? जो भी state था या city थी. I didn't remember exactly, but you remember that. And then when it happened, right? And someone was telling me it happened early morning, 5 o'clock or something, and the date also, right? So you can add the date also. And so we know who, workers, right? Where, the place, when happened, the time, and what is missing now? What is missing? Who can tell me? We covered where it happened, we covered when it happened, we covered who was there, but we need to know now what happened and why it happened. So, what happened? Now, what happened and why happened is a cause and effect also. Okay, so what happened? They got killed, right? How, what happened, and why? Why they got killed? Because they were sleeping on the railway track, right? And the train ran over them. So that's the way. And you can even answer H also here, how it happened, right? So when you are giving the reason why, how is mostly like the process, how it happened, right? So whom and who, that's we use something for the singular or plural word, but it's mostly is whom you are talking about, right? Like that. But who is, it's whom and who is, we talk about someone, when we talk about a person, when we talk about someone, that's what we use, Devinder Singh. Okay, so here, for example, I have one news. I know many of you like to read the newspaper, like, for example, what you say, Hindu newspaper, or other Tribune, or Hindustan Times, or Times of India, any newspapers. And there you sometimes translate a lot. I will say, instead of translating in your first language, if you understand the strategy and start asking questions to yourself when you read. So when you ask questions to the text you are reading. Now someone might can ask me, what is text means? Text means the written word. The written word can be an article, the written work can be a story, right? Written work can be a biography, narrative, any kind of writing, right? That's what you need to ask question to. So you can ask these simple 5 W's questions and H in order to find the answer. So that is the best strategy in order to get the information, even if you do not understand each and every word in your reading. Because if you know about who they are talking about, what happened, where it happened, right? Why it happened, when it happened, then you will be able to understand whatever you are reading. Okay. So now let's talk about, as I mentioned earlier, I'm planning to start my live YouTube sessions in Zoom where I can share my screen also. But today I just wrote down this news, and this news is very old, But still, this is very helpful in order to learn how we can find the information and how we can use the information and understand the information without translating each and every word. Okay, so now I hope you will be able to read it, but I will read it to you too. So let's read this. Prince William Sound, Alaska, March 24th, 1989. So this news is very old news, right? A huge ship hit some rocks today. It broke apart. The ship was carrying oil for cars and trucks. Now 11 million gallons of oil are pouring into the sea. So now, if I want to ask questions through the text, what do you think? What kind of question I can ask here? I want you to write down the question only for this paragraph. Let's see if you can write down the question for this paragraph only. Let's see. Ask the question only for the first paragraph. Let's make question, I will say, in other words. Write down the questions. Make a question. Come on, if you can do it, it's okay, guys. Even if you will not writing it correctly, it's fine. Just try to write down the questions. Come on. Anyone wants to write any question? I can show you just for this paragraph. Write a question. Instead of me giving you question, you can ask the question by using 5W strategy. What was happened? What is it carrying? Okay. Okay. What was happened? Okay. So what was happened? So yeah. So what was happened? What was happened? A ship broke apart, right? So what happened? A ship broke apart. So what it was carrying? It was carrying oil, right? So it was carrying oil. If you want to say, yeah, it was carrying oil for cars and trucks, right? So, hi, Bright Channel. Atul, what do you think? What do you think about what, Atul? Your question is not complete. It's incomplete. What do you think? What do you think about what? Okay. So when you ask question, your question should make sense. It should be a complete thought in question, right? When you ask for information. Hi, Hardeep Kaur. So I like the questions, what was happening or what it was carrying, like, so it was carrying what? Oil. Now let's read the next paragraph. Bright Channel, I'm not getting it. Okay, here. Today we are practicing 5W questions. 5W means what, who, where, when, why, right? Those kind of questions. I know in India, most of you, the way you learn is everything is there for you, and then you just read it or memorize it or no. But here in America, we don't teach like that. Okay, we teach students to learn how to ask questions. So when you learn how to ask questions, then you do not need to translate everything. You will start learning, you will start understanding the information. Okay, and especially the students from India or Pakistan or many other countries where you already, many of you say, ma'am, I know how to read it. Ma'am, I understand everything when I listen. So if you know how to read it, and if you understand when you listen, then you should be able to Pose. It says pose, P-O-S-E. Pose the question to the text. Now you might be surprised. How I'm going to pose the question to the text? It's not alive. But yes, it is alive. It's a news. It's a news, right? It happened somewhere. So you are asking question to the text. Instead of just getting the ready-made questions, someone wrote it for you, and then you just gonna find the answer. That way you do not be a creative. Okay, I want you to start learning some creativity, start creating, making your own sentences or your own questions instead of just getting the answers. Okay, that's what we are trying. We are trying to learn how to be creative, how to be a good thinker. Yes. How to think about it. Excellent. Yes, that's what I am trying to teach you. I know in again, I'm not against anyone, but I watch the sometime videos from Indian channels and from many other channels, and the way they teach. And many of you in Hindu newspaper, you read a lot of Hindu newspaper and stuff like that. And then even the teachers they teach, they translate everything, like even the words, and then giving you the translation from English to Hindi. That's not the way to read. First of all, it's so boring. The second of all, when you are writing like 40, 50 vocabulary words, you will not be able to understand the way you should. And that's not a good strategy to learn how to read or improve your English. So that's what I say. Start from the easy text, but start asking the questions by yourself. Start making the questions by yourself. And that's what we are trying here. We are trying to make questions. So you are asking questions to the text. The text is not telling you the questions. And that's what we are doing when we are reading. And that's why I am not reading this whole, I am reading in chunks. I'm reading it small paragraphs, right? So here we had question, what it was carrying. So what is it? It's a ship. And what ship was carrying? Ship was carrying oil. For what? Ship was carrying. And we know most of us, because you all drive something, maybe a scooter or a motorcycle or car, or there are so many vehicles in these days, and you use oil in it, right? And you call it petroleum or petrol, and in America we say gas. Okay, so it's a little different the way we say it, but it's the same thing, we use it, right? So the ship was carrying, what the ship was carrying? The ship was carrying oil. Where it happened? Where it happened? Come on, look at that, where it happened. It's right here, it says it happened in Alaska, right? And when it happened? This happened on March 24th, 1989, right? So you can see, you can ask the question, when did it happen? Where did it happen? Where this took place, right? Or like here, someone was asking me about who was carrying something. A ship was carrying, right? Here we are talking about even a ship. Okay, that's okay, Amisha. How to think in English. That's what we are doing. How many time will take to speak good English, ma'am? You know what? If you ask me personally, it's there is no any set alarm or set time for this, because it's your work, it's your effort, and it's all up to you how you are learning and how you are utilizing your time and what are the strategies you are practicing with. I'm saying again and again, some of you might gonna like it, some of you might not like it, because I will give you the honest answer, and it's not going to happen in 1 day, 1 week, 1 month, or 1 year. It's a long process, but you will be improving gradually, right? मैजिक वांड किसी के पास नहीं है, जादू की छड़ी किसी के पास नहीं है, प्रैक्टिस है आपकी. Okay, technical study. If you think Zoom is fraud, then you don't need to join it. Okay? I mean, I don't go with what people say. I'm using Zoom from like 2 months, and I'm using paid Zoom. I'm paying them every month. It's my paid membership, and I am comfortable with Zoom. I invite people. Many students are in my session all the time, and we are using. I don't know. It's up to you if you want to use it or join it. And I have males and females. I know I uploaded one video one day. There was one boy who entered in our session. He was from Vietnam. He emailed me the same way. You guys send me the email, and I sent him invitation. And he was not wearing his shirt. I removed him right away. So because I have a control to remove you or to keep you, that's up to me being a host. So for me, I think it's safe. I always send the invitation before the session, and I delete it right away, because every time you will be receiving the new invitation. And one invitation is not for all the meetings, right? Mr. Shahalul Verma. Actually, I want a suggestion from you. How do I improve my speaking? I can write anything in English, but can't speak. Okay, so these are the problems, because when we are learning, you need to learn. Satya Narayan Singh, ma'am, please learn me speaking English. Again, guys, it's a practice. I don't know. Okay, here, let me stop this first and let me talk about this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to finish this. But I have it's my concern. It's my biggest concern about the way you all think how to learn English, okay? There are many channels in India. I'm going to say it openly. They are misguiding you, okay? Because I am very upset. The reason I'm upset is because when I started this channel and I was reading many articles and watching videos, and they were suggesting you need to go to the other channels and comment, write down nice comments so the other students and the other people can look at your comments, and that they're going to see that you have a channel, then they're going to come to your channel and stuff like that. And then I started watching videos from Indian channels, and I will like, okay, if I don't like this lesson, how can I write a comment? Okay. And I don't write comments, and that could be the reason I don't have many subscribers, because I don't go and write the comments. Sometimes I watch the videos, but I don't write comments because I'm not comfortable to praise someone if I don't like it. And I have noticed that many channels are telling you, oh, just watch this lesson and you will learn English. Just watch this. ये इतने वर्ड सीख लो और आपको ये इंग्लिश आ जाएगी. ये सबसे बेस्ट लेसन है. ये है वो है. I don't do that, because that's not true. I am not going to misguide you. Okay? I know truth is bitter, but it's good for long run. And I do not want you to live in illusion कि हाँ मैं एक बुक खरीद लूँ तो मुझे इंग्लिश आ जाएगी, या I can watch maybe 10 or 15 video lessons and I will become fluent. No, that's not going to happen. They are even I wrote down on some sites where I was like, that's not true. That's not true what you are writing. And believe me, some people, they don't even let my comments be visible, because they, because I don't praise them. If something I don't like, I don't like. So I don't even write any more. But I'm telling you that never judge a book from its cover. कभी भी थंबनेल को देख के जज मत करो कि इसमें लेसन क्या है. Even in today's lesson, my Zoom session, my student, one of my student was telling me, says, ma'am, I want to advise you, if you don't mind. I was like, no, yes, I am always open for advice. And he was telling me that I need to make my thumbnails more attractive, because most of the time students, they look for thumbnails. And he said, your information is very unique and very valuable, but your thumbnails are not the way it should be, because students, they just go with the thumbnails. And I was like, you know what? That's the problem. Because I cannot write those big fake words, because I don't want to misguide you. Okay? So please, that's why I say, I told them also, I was like, okay, you are the one who will be spreading the words, telling people that there is a teacher who is teaching, but her thumbnails are not great thumbnails. Okay, so yes, Bashir, do not judge a book from its cover. I will say that, do not judge a book from its cover. Okay, because when you read a book, then you learn sometimes a very like a, I will say, important or vital information, right? Amarjeet, thumbnails mean when you see my like a video, कोई भी मेरा लेसन अगर आपको नजर आता है तो उस पे कोई पिक्चर्स और अट्रैक्टिव वर्ड्स क्या लिखे हैं, वो थंबनेल्स होते हैं. तो माय थंबनेल्स, बिकॉज आई डोंट राइट के तूफान मचा दो, आग लगा दो, ये ऐसा कोई टीचर नहीं है मेरे जैसा, यहाँ नहीं तो कहीं नहीं. आई मीन बहुत कुछ शायरो शायरी बड़ी है वहां पे, बहुत कुछ है जो मैं नहीं कर सकती. वो मैं नहीं हूं तो मैं कैसे बनूं? वो मेरी एक प्रॉब्लम है. मेरे को शायद वो प्रॉब्लम है, क्योंकि मुझे पहले भी किसी ने यही कहा था कि योर thumbnails are not very attractive and students are looking for the thumbnails. So I'm sorry, that's the way I am. I will not go with the big fake words. And this channel is not fake. Like, I mean, whatever I am saying, that's the reality. You will not going to learn in one day. Okay. Thank you, Bashir. Yes, the students, those, they are with me and they know how I teach. Bright channel, DSL, you know, I know DSL. I'm not gonna comment on anyone, but you know what I mean. Tufan macha do, aag laga do, I don't know, bijli gira do, kya kar lo, ye kar lo, wo kar lo. And most of them, they are telling you everything in Hindi and they are teaching you to become fluent in English. Really, I mean, I understand people say that, oh, because they don't understand English, so that's why we have to teach them in Hindi. But my point is, think about it. If you don't, I mean, I don't know, many of you might already saw my videos from my classrooms, and I have a basic classroom lessons, and my students are from around the world, from many countries, and they know a zero English or a very little English. आपसे कहीं कम इंग्लिश आती है उनको, and they listen everything in English. We give them a translation, a very little translation, because imagine we have more than 200 languages in our district. The students come from many parts of the world and some of them sometimes speaks tribal language, जो उनके कबीले की कई बार language होती है. या जैसे यहाँ कोरियन है फॉर एग्जांपल, और वियतनामीज है, और मंगोलियन है, like French I learned for 2 years, but what about 200 languages? I don't speak 200 languages. So we teach them everything in English. I know in the beginning, shuru mein, you will feel that everything is just going over your head. You are not understanding anything. Just pretend or assume. Now, this morning I got a comment and someone asking me, ma'am, what is assume means? Assume is kalpana karo, socho, imagine karo. Okay, you did not understand anything from my video. Even then, if you will keep watching it, keep listening it, keep learning it, keep means अगर आप करते रहोगे, देखते रहोगे, प्रैक्टिस करते रहोगे, वॉच करते रहोगे, साथ में बोलोगे, और उसमें मैं विजुअल्स इतने दिखाती हूँ आपको. विजुअल्स मीन्स पिक्चर्स और ग्राफिक्स, राइट? विजुअल्स उनको कहते हैं विजुअल्स. सो आई शो यू सो मेनी विजुअल्स. सो इफ यू start practicing with me, you will start adopting my method. मेरा जो टीचिंग करने का मेथड है, you will start understanding it. आपको समझ आना शुरू हो जाएगा. तो gradually means धीरे धीरे. You will start picking up. Picking up means आप उनमें से बहुत सारे वर्ड्स जो हैं वो आप नेचुरली कैच करना शुरू हो जाओगे. आपको सोचना नहीं पड़ेगा. It will happen. You will start picking up and you will not even realize it. आप even realize भी नहीं, आपको पता भी नहीं चलेगा when you will start using it. आप use करना शुरू कर दोगे उनको. How you will be using it? How will you use it? You will start using it in your writing, लिखने में, and speaking, बोलने में. तो try it, experiment it, experiment करके देखो. Okay, it doesn't matter what age group you are. Doesn't matter if you are a 60-year-old person or 100 or 80 or 34. Does not matter, Satya Narayan Singh ji. Okay, so I am suggesting you start practicing with me, start copying me without any fear. अब क्या होगा? ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा क्या होगा? सोचो. अगर for example you are watching my video, okay, and you did not understand anything, just take it that way, that you did not understand anything. Now tell me, what you gonna lose? नुकसान क्या होगा आपका? बताओ मुझे. Do you think you're gonna lose anything? अगर आप सोचो या मेरा टाइम वेस्ट हो गया, really, if you're gonna re-watch that one more time, you're gonna pick up something. Gradually, you will start picking up. Gradually, you will start learning. That's my point. The more you will listen, the more you will practice, the more you will learn. There is no any magic out there. कोई जादू नहीं है बाहर. Okay? You need to come out of your comfort zone. That's my point. And I'm going to bring a lesson to you and I'm going to teach you about comfort zone. कि ये जो comfort zone की मैं बात करती रहती हूँ आपके साथ हमेशा, comfort zone, ये actually है क्या चीज? तो comfort zone के लिए I will bring one lesson for you, and this is the comfort zone. Many of you are sitting here. You are sitting here and you do not want to come out because you think other people are in the yellow zone and you are in the gray zone. That's why You are not improving, and it's like a blockage. That's what you need to come out of it. Okay, so how do I practice? What we are doing something here right now. We are practicing. Everything will happen step wise, step by step. Okay, nothing is going to happen in 1 hour or 1 day or 1 week or 1 month. Okay, gradually you will start noticing your improvement. Okay, so can we finish this please, and then we will talk. Okay, now the ship is in a place called Prince William Sound. So there is a place where it happened. Where? Because if you remember, where is always a place. So where is a Prince William Sound? The water in the sound is turning black from oil. Many animals live nearby. If they enter in the water, the oil will stick to their fur. Now, if you were here in my session yesterday, we talked about this word stick. That stick is a multiple meaning word, right? स्टिक मीन्स किसी चीज, जैसे किसी लकड़ी के टुकड़े को भी आप स्टिक कह देते हो. जैसे ये तो पेंसिल है, बट इट कैन बी अ स्टिक ऑल्सो, लाइक अगर वुडन ऐसी तो स्टिक, राइट. एंड स्टिक इज ऑल्सो कि किसी चीज के साथ स्टिक होना, like for example, this is a sticky note and I can stick this here, right? Stick. So what happens? The oil in the ocean can stick to their fur. Whose fur? Whose fur we are talking about? We are talking about animals, because there are many animals in the ocean, right? Now, so if you see this paragraph, what kind of questions you can ask here in this paragraph? Okay, so the ship is in a place called Prince William Sound. The water in the sound is turning black from oil. So what's happening to the water? The water is turning black. Or you can say why the water is turning black, right? So these type of questions, you can make it. Many animals nearby. So what's happening to the animals? The oil is sticking to the animals. Now, some fishermen have already seen sea otters in trouble. So sea otter is some kind of animals, and they are already in trouble. They will sink and drown from too much oil. So sink means नीचे चले जाएंगे water के. Drown means डूब जाएंगे. Drown. They will sink or drown in the water, and it makes it hard for them to breathe too. Breathe. What is breathe means? When you breathe, you take what? Oxygen in, and you inhale oxygen and you exhale carbon dioxide, right? Breathe in and breathe out. So it's hard for animals to breathe in the water. Why it's hard for them to breathe? Because there is a oil spill in the water. So that's the way you can start asking questions and start answering the questions. Talk to the text. In other words, we say talk to the text. You say, ma'am, I don't know how to talk. I don't have anyone in my at home, or I don't have any friend. Talk to the text. Yes, you can talk to the text. You can talk to yourself. You can say loud and listen to yourself. You don't need partner all the time. Okay, so many fish are in danger. They cannot live because the oil cuts off their air supply. The oil cuts off. Cuts off means there is a less supply, because oil is taking away the supply. Because if the oil is in the water, then the oxygen will decrease. Seagulls and other birds often grab fish from the sea. So seagulls are also birds, and they are usually on the ocean. Beaches पे बहुत होते हैं. The white bird, seagulls. Now they can't reach through the oil. When they try, it gets on their feathers. So even the seagulls are not getting their food, because what they eat sea animals, right? Small fish. So because of the oil, they are not able to find the fish in the ocean. So they are also starving. Starving means hungry. They are not getting enough food. In these days, many people are starving because they don't have food, right? So that's starving. A big cleanup must take place right away. The oil spill must be stopped or it will spread for miles. The oil is sticky. It has to be scooped up with pails. Pails होता है जैसे buckets, बाल्टियां या कुछ भी ऐसी चीजें जिनसे कि उनको scoop up means निकाला जा सके. It will be quite hard to clean up the mess. Other countries have said they will come to Alaska to help. So many other countries, they promise that they will come to Alaska to help. But think about it. When did it happen? It happened in 1989, March 24th. So not recently, it's the old news, but this news is from a newspaper. Okay. So Yogesh Tiwari, ma'am, I want a separate lecture over phrasal verbs. Okay. I don't know why you like to learn the things in isolation separately. I mean, I will try when I make the phrasal verbs videos, because the phrasal verb videos, there can be many, because there are many phrasal verbs. So instead of memorizing the things and the information, I will say try to understand and learn the strategies. If you really seriously want to improve your English skills, because otherwise you will be just, hanging here and there and going back and forth. Back and forth is not going to increase your skills. And I am telling you based on my classroom experience. Okay? Because many students, sometimes it happens. Let me give you example from my real life classroom situations. I have students, they are born in America. Listen to me very carefully. They are born in America. अमेरिका में पैदा हुए बच्चे हैं वो, और उनकी बात करने लगी हूँ मैं आपसे. And they speak at home another language. Now, for example, if my kids, and if I am like from India and I never used English with them, but in my case it's different because we speak a lot of English at home, and my kids, they don't speak Hindi. They understand, but they don't speak. But in some families, they speak more first language at home, right? And if they are speaking first language at home, Spanish, for example, and when they started school when they were 5 years old, and they were in the program where English is their second language. So what happened, because they didn't have enough English skills, but their speaking was fine, but their academic English was not there. They were not strong in their academic English. That means were not strong in writing in English, or were not strong in reading in English. Okay, and they are still in the English program, ESL program, English as a second language program. So now sometime what happens is, after some years, when they are in 7th grade or 8th grade or 9th grade or 10th grade, but they are still in the program, and then sometime it was used to be like that they used to take like the test, and the test was like a Ielts, and if they scored lower, they were sending them to the lower level English program. So what was happening, they were getting frustrated, and they were not learning the way they were supposed to. So they were not improving. So sometimes they were learning something hard, and something they were learning very easy. So it was not a balance. So they were staying in the program for even like a 12 years. For example, if they started in a kindergarten or passed out like they graduated in 12th grade, so they were in the school for 13 years and they were still English as a second language learner. Why? Because same thing, they were not in a set program where they were receiving the what you call instructions on their level and was gradually going up, and were not uh, like that time they were not putting them in those grades based on their total body of evidence. Now when I'm going to say this, it might be hard word for you, but that means how they are doing in class based on my observation as a teacher, or based on the work they are doing in class, not just based on one test. So they were, then the government, then there were many experts in this field. They did a lot of research on it in America, that why it's happening, why they are not improving. And then they found out that their instructions were not structured, and that's the reason they were, they labeled as a long term. Their label is a long term ELLs. That means they are in the ESL program for last so many years and never came out of the ESL program because their instructions were not based on the, like, every year to moving them a little bit higher or higher or higher. And that's exactly the same thing. I see the pattern what you guys are doing there. You are like back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and learning information from like learning, doing grammar practice, or learning some vocabulary words, or learning sentences, or this and that. But if you have a structured instructions, then you can notice the growth. I don't know how many of you were able to understand what I just explained, but my point is that stick with someone and at the same time read by yourself and learn the strategies and improve, instead of just you know trying to, I'm not saying you're doing it purposely, but sometimes students say, ma'am, I don't have anyone to practice, what can I do? Ma'am, please help me. Ma'am, please teach me. I am doing my work, I am doing my part, but you have to do your part so you can learn. Okay. Yes, Sunny Kumar, I am fine. Okay. So any question, anything you did not understand right now about 5Ws, then you can ask me. But my point is learn the strategies and learn how you can learn by yourself. Be an independent learner. How can you become independent learner? Not to be dependent for the rest of your life on others. They're gonna come and teach you. No, I want you to become independent learner. Okay, and practice and watch more videos. Do not come to this channel only because I am offering you Zoom sessions. Zoom session is just like I have that in these days. I'm at home and it's okay if I can provide you the Zoom session, but this channel is not only for Zoom sessions. Okay, there is a lot more you need to learn, and I already have, I told you, I have about uh, close to 250 videos already uploaded, and every video lesson or even my Zoom sessions are very informative, and you can get the benefit of it and learn it. Okay, and keep in mind, listen more English and practice more English if you want to improve your English and come out of your comfort zone. Comfort zone में बैठे रहोगे तो सारी उम्र बैठे रहोगे, बहुत आपको जो कहते हैं ना फेक प्रॉमिसेस आपको बहुत हैं बाहर, बहुत हैं, इतने हैं पूछो मत कि ये सीख लो, ये कर लो, बस हो जाएगा. नो, नॉट लाइक दैट. यू हैव टू पुट योर एफर्ट्स इन इट, क्योंकि कोई आपको गाइड कर सकता है. Like I can guide you, but you are the one who will be practicing and working. Okay, that's your effort. So it's both ways, right? If you are looking for a good teacher, you also need to be equally good, and that's going to be an excellent combination, and where you can get the benefit. And if you get the benefit, and I read your comments when some students say, ma'am, I copy you, I practice with you, and I am noticing that I am improving gradually, you will not believe it. It makes me so happy. Yes. How can join my channel? So you don't even know my YouTube channel, Tariq Anwar? You are watching my live session right now. So my channel is English with Indo-American Educator Dr. DK. And you can subscribe my channel, press the bell icon, right? Okay. Yes, oil is sticking to animals. Yes, Atul? Yes. Yes. Okay, Bashir. I learned a lot of knowledge from your session, ma'am. Thank you. I will try my best to learning. And yes, Bashir, and I mean, you guys need to self-assess, I will say. And again, one more thing, guys, I am not looking for my praise here. I'm not looking for that you say, ma'am, you are excellent, you are this and that. No, I want you to self-assess yourself when you are here, when you are watching, when you are practicing with me. And I want you to assess yourself that where are you at this time, when you started. And again, I will say, start writing your diary or journal. That means just take one notebook and start writing. Okay, just start writing anything what you are learning. For example, okay, Hardeep Kaur, okay, ma'am, I want to get to introduce myself. I'm a boy. Okay, so sweet. 11 years old. Okay, using my mother's ID. And okay, that's fine. Welcome, 11 years old. Okay, I hope you are learning a lot. Okay, guys, I think we should end this session now. And I will see you tomorrow again. And if you are in my Zoom session, I will see you in my Zoom session. And then I will see you 9 o'clock here. But I hope I will remember that I need to put this online, because today I forgot. Okay, that's fine. You can write down your name so I can call you with your name, Hardeep Kaur. So I'm just calling you with your mom's name. Can you write down your name so I can call you your name? Because I will remember next time. Okay? Okay, Bashir. Good night. Dhruv Gupta. Hi, Dhruv. Okay, guys. So we should end this session, and I will see you tomorrow again, 9 o'clock at night, and we will learn something new. And I hope if you just joined this session right now, I advise you to replay this video, and you will be learning a lot. And every day we will be learning, discussing, and improving. Okay. And I'm here to help you, but you have to help yourself too. That's the bottom line, right? And I will say, have a wonderful day and stay blessed. Good night, guys. Good night.